Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. In today's video, we're going to be going over 5 major gameplay changes that are going to be occurring within Call of Duty World War II as compared to what I think is the best overall zombies game we've ever had in Black Ops 3. As for the sources of the topics that we're going to be going over in this video, they are both officially released and through some leaked details as well. So doing these in no particular order, let's get into our number 5 spot. Within most Black Ops 3 zombies maps, we're used to having just a few different types of enemy zombies to fight against. Of course, there's just the regular zombie that we're all used to. There is, of course, as in Der Eisendrache here, the pseudo-boss zombie in the form of the Panzer Soldat, and we also have the specialized dog rounds. But summing that all up, in regular rounds of zombies, really, we're usually facing only one kind of enemy zombie. That will not be the case in COD World War II Zombies, because in the new game there is a much wider variety of different kinds of zombies that we'll be encountering in our games. Taking a look at a quote from a person that has actually played the game, this is from a Game Informer article. They say, quote, "Some of the lower tier zombies like the pests don't even have arms. Assembled piecemeal from spare parts, pests enter the ranks and sow chaos, chomping, biting, and sucking down bullets to let other zombies do work." This is a really neat idea as essentially a dummy zombie, one that can't really do damage for you, but is there to suck up your bullets so that you won't be shooting at the greater threats, the zombies that can actually hurt you. He goes on to say, quote, "Other zombies like the bomber may be stitched up from leftover parts, a gruesome assemblage of pieces designed to simply deliver an explosive payload to anyone it can reach." This kind of zombie definitely reminds me of the Boomer from Left 4 Dead, if any of you have played that game. Basically a zombie whose only mission is to get up into your face and detonate their explosive payload, which would obviously do a lot of damage to you and may even insta-down you. We don't exactly know yet. Beyond that, the author also says that there will be zombies, quote, "assembled from massive weapons, flames, and multiple bodies." That just sounds incredibly intimidating, and one of those we actually have more detail on from this author that has actually played the mode, in which he describes this zombie, and it's pretty intimidating, as this, quote, "One of the uber zombies who charges around from room to room, stomping, careening around objects, and basting us in deadly fire." Sounds kind of like a more aggressive charging version of the Panzer Soldat, does it not? And to top it all off, we know for sure that there are still zombie types that haven't been named officially or unofficially yet, and we will have to discover and deal with ourselves live when we finally get the game. At our number 4 spot is the changes of how you actually navigate, get around the map in World War II Zombies. We're used to getting around zombies maps by building up enough points, going ahead and buying doors with those points. Those doors open and unlock new areas for us to enter. That will be slightly different within World War II Zombies. There will still be some of the buyable doors that we know and love, but there will be more dynamic challenges for us to complete in order to advance further into the map. Quoting from the Game Informer article again, "Instead of pushing players through a correct or easiest set of road activities, Sledgehammer chose to adopt a new, more dynamic approach. The route to victory has more variables and malleability, as you will have to move and flow with various objectives. You can't just mow down waves mindlessly and move on. For instance, in one situation, players must kill zombies within a constantly moving radius to generate enough electrical charge to unlock a new area." Now, we did see kind of small aspects of this in Black Ops 3. One of the most prominent examples that comes to mind is the whole kind of fighting off zombies in the sewer bit that you have to do in Zetsubo no Shima during the power turn on process. Also, even here in Der Eisendrache, similar kind of thing, right? Having to kill zombies within a certain radius in order to generate souls to feed to the dragon to unlock the bow. Except it seems like in World War II Zombies, we're going to be doing a whole lot more of it, and it's going to mean a lot more to advance further into the map. At our number 3 spot, we have the addition of weapon perks, which we didn't see in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Of course, within Black Ops 3 Zombies, we have the ability to choose our attachments for our weapons. That feature will still remain within World War II Zombies, but certain weapons will be allowed to have weapon perks on them. We don't know if these weapons will be like Infinite Warfare Zombies, where you have to unlock these weapons through supply drops essentially, and those come with special perks that are specific to that weapon. We do know what kinds of perks will be featured within World War II Zombies. For example, one weapon perk called Center Mass is described as increased damage to the body and decreased headshot damage, which can be really useful on weapons like shotguns. We don't know. I do very much hope that we'll be able to, pick and choose which weapon perks we throw onto our weapons. Though I have a big feeling it's gonna go Infinite Warfare's route, where you can only get these special weapon perks on guns that are obtained through supply drops. Now moving on to our number 2 spot, we all know the way the Gobblegum system works within Black Ops 3. There are certain classic, kind of less effective Gobblegums that we can use unlimited times, as long as we have the points to spin the Gobblegum machine and have it within our Gobblegum deck. Then of course there are the consumable Gobblegums, which can only be used once and count as one use, which we obtain through Dr. Monty's factory. The way the replacement for the Gobblegum system will work in World War II Zombies is much different, because as we understand it right now, you can use any kind of effect for your consumables. For example, you can have weapon discounts, weapon guarantees from the box, certain keys to discount certain doors on the map, spawn power-ups and special weapons. You can use those in-game without losing anything. You might ask, well, how is Activision gonna make its money then? A lot of people invested a lot of money in rare Gobblegums. Where's the shtick here? The difference is how many times you can use these consumable abilities. You're able to choose 2 different abilities going into each game, and regularly you can use them both once. Then you start getting into the more rare usage for the consumables. At the rare tier, you can use them 2 times per match. At the legendary tier, you can use them 3 times per match. And the epic tier, you can use them 4 times a match. With the number of times you can use these consumables becoming much more restricted than in Black Ops 3, it'll definitely change the way we play zombies to maybe become a little bit more conservative when thinking about when we actually want to pop that consumable rather than maybe save it for later. And the last major change between Black Ops 3 Zombies and COD World War II Zombies is the addition of a class system, wherein players can choose one of 4 classes: offense, control, support, and medic. They each have their own kind of super ability and class perks attached to it. Now, I did a full breakdown and explanation of the new class system within World War II Zombies. I'd highly recommend you check it out, either by clicking the card in the upper right hand corner of your screen now, or at the annotation at the end of the video, because that wraps it up for today, guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm getting really excited about COD World War II just by doing these videos. I hope you guys are as well. It seems like it's going to be a very dynamic system where there's going to be lots of options for us to choose going into each and every game, which is really exciting. I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies video tomorrow. Peace.